Finn Hammond and Johnny Fisher.
So, the way the several questions work is essentially this, okay? Get a pen and a pencil. Write this down. Basically, we found a machine in the woods called... Yeah, I'll slow down. We found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000. That's 5 zeros. That was evidently engineered to generate infinite, that's like a sideways 8, very silly questions. And Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our beautiful, that's BEAUTIFUL space LIVES space TO space, answering them all one by one by one. I think we got it. That was like my 6th take at that intro, and I think I really nailed it
really
that
good.
time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys?
Best one.
Yeah, it was good. And it's hard. It's a hard word to spell because all those vowels are together.
Well, and that's why I thought it was important to spell it, because so there's like a kind of a spell check privilege that I feel like we have around, in our circles that we run in, because we all have spell check on all our devices. But that's not necessarily, that's something that, we get because of our status, really.
Yeah.
And the, apps that we use and everything. And I don't want to assume that everybody has that. So, or like people might just be jotting it down onto their notebook.
Right.
Because sometimes when you're listening to stuff, it's hard to then use the device you're using to listen, because I assume that a lot of people listen to it like they're talking on the phone.
Right.
Like playing it on the speaker, but really, really quietly and holding it up to their ear.
And writing down
And then writing down stuff with their
other hand.
Yeah, hopefully. So I guess, I should have said this off the top, but if you're going to do it that way, hold it in your non-dominant hand so you have your dominant hand free to write. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult, like way more difficult to write the notes, or at least
unless you're
read the notes.
ambidextrous.
If you are ambidextrous, then
Let's face it, you're not listening to the show if you're ambidextrous.
yeah, you're doing all sorts of other crazy stuff with all your hands.
Yeah.
Playing drums.
You're probably playing the drums really, really well.
Yeah. You probably have a really cool life.
I envy you.
Chopping vegetables with 2 knives.
Actually, yeah, you are really cool. I kind of feel like we should get them.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get rid of these ambidextrous people. Make us a little better.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, here we go again. All right,
Yeah,
let's
this-
just move on to the. Let's just move on to questions. Here we go. And questions. Button. Where's this button? Oh, there it is. There you got it.
If you had to open a very specific food cart that only served fruit salads, what punny name would you give it?
Oh, man.
Oh, this is great because you have like terrible like pun jokes all the time.
That's right. They call me Mr. Fun Puns. I think what would inform my
fun
experience is
We were
living
saying
in
fun buns, John or Finn.
You were?
Yeah, fun buns.
Because my buns were fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys!
So jiggly.
What is that? Like a thank you? Are you happy? Are you flattered? I couldn't
You
tell.
guys! Yeah. I'm blushing.
I'm blushing.
That's not a bad, see, okay, here,
Okay, back
Food
the
cart.
fuck up, everybody.
all right, everyone,
Shut the fuck
3
up.
steps back up. I lived in, I guess this is probably a universal thing, but in Portland in the 2010s, there's a bunch of freaking food carts everywhere. And I can name you all the bad ones.
Okay.
The good ones are good, but the bad ones, there's one called Jesus Crust. It was a pizza one.
Was it like unleavened?
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
Unleavened crust, that'd be
yeah.
sick.
It's made out of Ezekiel.
Gluten-free.
Yeah, probably that.
And they
for
serve
sure.
wine. Pizza and wine.
That sounds
for dipping.
It's no sauceless pizza.
What was okay? Well, I would call mine. It's fruit salad.
I guess
Salad.
the marinara, the pizza sauce could be the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay, so blood's taken care of. You don't need wine, and the cheese is his hair.
Come on. Might as well have a little.
Yeah, let's have a little fun.
Sorry.
How about this? Hey, honey, do you have any cash? That's a food cart joke. because they probably all take cards now.
Yeah.
Is that? Have you guys noticed this? That like I never have to worry about paying
I'm
cash
sorry.
anymore?
Are you working on your stand-up bit?
Yeah. Hey, you guys see this?
Have you guys ever noticed this?
But for real, I don't worry about cash anymore. All the vendors,
because I have tiny pockets
Such
and I
bad.
carry around so much cash that's
Yeah.
just constantly mostly sticking out of my pocket. So I have a good reason to worry about it. What do you mean?
that's
You
fair.
don't? So most vendors, you don't need cash.
they've gone digital completely. They all have iPads and a little slider.
Squarespace.
They got Squarespace.com.
Squarespace.
They got Shopify.
You can sign up for. You can sign up. You can build your own website right there while you're paying for your
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, it's
If
really
you want
convenient.
to. Yeah.
If you
They
want
have 24-hour support.
Are we sponsored by Squarespace and Square? So we're just like doing two different commercials together. We're also sponsored by Space. It looks like stars are cool.
Squarespace.
Yeah, I like
Squarespace.
Hey, they're far away.
Hey, this episode is brought to you by Space. It's where the stars are.
Yeah. If you find a new one, you can name it.
If you find a new one, you can name it Outer
Yeah,
Space.
That's the Johnny Fisher promise. So what are we talking about?
Honey, do you have any cash? That's my little homage to
Fruit
how.
salad.
Yeah.
What was it? Was there a funny crepe place? Wasn't there a crepe place? Did it have a funny name?
It was probably called Jesus Crepe or something.
Jesus, crepe.
Crepes of wrath.
That's a good one.
What was it? Yeah, it was. I don't think it had a funny name. It had like a French
The floor is
name.
crepes.
Crepe jelly. I don't know.
Oh. No.
No,
Just
no.
crepe. Oh, just crepe.
Oh, I just creped my pants. That's what it's called. But what about this fruit salad one?
I would-
Crepes my knee. No.
I would call it. Yeah, well, I would call it Honey. Do you have any cash?
Oh, that's what you'd call it. I'm sorry. What does that have to do with fruit salad?
It has to do with food carts and honeydew.
But that's not a pun.
Honeydew?
No. Honey, do you have
Honeydew.
any cash? It would have to be like, honey, do you have any fruit salad?
But honeydew is a fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, honeydew. I didn't get that the whole time.
You'd have to see it in spelling because it'd be spelled H-O-N-Y-D-W.
Yeah, you have to see it. And it's a picture of a couple, and they're both honeydews. They're married.
Totally making
honeydews.
out super hard.
They're
But they had but they had. I just want to, for the backstory here, I want to make sure we all agree that they had a big wedding and everything that was pre-planned. Because
of course.
they can't elope.
yes. Yeah. Honey.
Anyways,
Yeah, that should be worked in there.
anyways, I think
Yeah.
you did it.
Honeydew cantaloupe. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's what mine would be called.
That's really good.
Wait a second.
Stop or all fruit. That's what mine would be called. Okay,
nice.
next question,
Good,
please.
good.
What animal that is too small to ride would you most like to shrink yourself down to ride?
Okay. So for whatever reason, the first thing that came to my head was my dog, but that's not right. I want a cooler animal than that.
And you could
But
do
it
that.
would be kind of fun to ride my dog.
Yeah. Do you think it would be
A little
dangerous?
saddle on him.
Do you think he would? Do you think Seamus would be good at it?
No, I mean, once you kind of got the idea, I think he'd be good. But at first, it'd be like
Probably
taming
just
a
try to
wild
get.
horse.
He'd probably just try to get you off him.
Yeah,
Buck.
or I'd do like some
Let's
crazy
assume
flips.
that Seamus is gonna be like whatever small animal you ride is not gonna try to is gonna be
Okay,
is gonna
be
get it.
tamed. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Domesticated.
Kind of maybe a frog. I think that'd be fun because they hop. You know, or they can
That'd
do
be
a
an
little walk.
interesting
but-
texture to sit on.
Oh yeah, I guess I always pictured a little saddle regardless of what I'm riding on.
Okay.
For a
makes
towel.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
It's
A
just,
bird would be cool.
I'm just a little. I have
fine.
sensory issues.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No, you're great. You're not like slimy or anything. It's like me probably.
I love the goose.
I don't like the sound when I get on you.
That's like Anyway, but no, thanks for the ride though, a lot.
No, really, I wouldn't have been able
Really,
to.
I liked it. I liked it. And I'm just gonna throw this blanket in the trash. This towel. So it's like, it's not. This is where I put my laundry. Actually,
Yeah.
Is my laundry stuff.
it's just like I only have one bin. It's just like how chickens only have the one hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for the ride. I'll see you later.
I wouldn't have been able to cross the street without you.
Bird would be cool. Fly. We actually did it. We did a thing on the last show on Earth one time. Our old show on the internet that you can still find on the internet on Wolf Out TV YouTube channel. We did a thing where we flew, we animated a thing where I shrunk myself down and rode on the back of a fly
Oh yeah.
and did a race around our house. It was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
And it was fun to imagine that. I think that would be fun to fly around like your own house, shrunk down on the bed. Flies are pretty gross, I think, and I think the whole situation would be pretty disgusting. But
I forget where I've seen this. What I like about flies is that they can hover.
they can.
Yeah, like they're not like
Some
darting
flies,
around everywhere. They can like kind of stay in one place.
Buzz.
I've never seen flies staying around in one place.
I mean, bees can do it.
The bees can
Are
do
you
it.
thinking
Yeah,
of
maybe.
hummingbirds?
Maybe.
Really big fly.
Maybe I'm thinking of bees, or maybe only certain kinds of flies or mosquitoes.
Some
Maybe
flies
these,
can hover.
maybe these are drones. Tiny drones that are watching you, Finn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe it's those.
yeah, you think so? Well, I do have those, and those are much bigger.
Oh.
They
Well, you
do
might-
look like
they-
flies.
Just like ants, they might have smaller ones in the same colony.
Oh no,
Yeah.
then I'm really in trouble
Yeah.
because then I
you're
have a
big.
drone problem
Oh, buddy,
in my house.
you got a drone problem. Let me tell you. I think
What if I just said miniature horse?
pony? Do you think of a miniature pony as you know what I'm saying?
Like an actual miniature horse. You know,
Well, you
so
can
like
ride-
Sebastian from Parks and Rec.
and you don't think you could ride that?
Not now. Too
Why,
big.
you're just too busy?
It's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
okay,
later
we can,
today.
We can schedule it later. I'm going to actually get scheduling this. Let's just do another question.
When is the first time you remember feeling humiliated?
Oh, the first time, let's see, maybe that time that I came out of my mom and I was totally naked. Everyone was laughing at me and slapping me.
Yeah.
Patting my bottom, and I was like, Jesus, everybody's looking at me. No, the first time there was a time I was maybe, I want to say 5, 6. We were riding to Chicago. You know, I'd never seen a toll booth before. And didn't know anything about the toll roads system or anything. So we were driving down there, and they said I was going down there it's like my mom and dad and some of their friends from work or something, and we were all going to Chicago for some reason. And we drove by we were going by one of those things, and they were like, but I'd never seen one before. I don't understand the system or anything. They're like, there's going to be like a basket, and you can throw the money in the basket if you want. And it's got that basket thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So,
Sure.
but like, she's like,
Like
I was
church.
excited and really listening, and she's like, and my mom was like, okay, so you're just gonna wait, don't do it yet, wait until I say now and then do it now. And she was about to like explain something else, but she said now, so I threw it out the window. We were going like 40 miles an hour, and there was like like leading up to it, they have these tires with like cones in them or whatever to like separate the lanes at that point.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get it into that tire, I think. I was like, I don't know. And then everybody thought it was hilarious, and this whole car full of adults laughing hysterically at me. And I felt very, very embarrassed.
Oh my god.
And now I'm kind of being re-traumatized by Finn laughing at me.
Sorry. Do you think? I mean, what if your kids do that? Wouldn't that be the funniest thing?
Yes, and they would feel very sad about it, and I would laugh very hard at them.
Yeah.
Maybe you would.
I'd
Maybe you would
definitely
know.
point.
You'd hold it in.
I probably would a little bit. They do some ridiculous stuff that I don't make fun of them for to their face.
No. Yeah, it's the best part.
I think it's harder though when there's a bunch of other
Definitely
adults
posted
around.
online though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm always live streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I say? ABS, always be streaming.
That's right.
You guys got any particularly humiliating early memories? Just before we wrap up here, you guys got any traumatic early humiliations?
I have. I remember. Well, I don't know about humiliated, but definitely strong. Embarrassed. I guess. Same difference.
Same
right?
diff.
So there was this branch that would jut out over this little tiny cliff hang piece in Florida, just outside this woods that was right next to this road. So I would run out of the woods, jump off the little cliff hang thing, swing on the branch, and do like a somersault or just a cool, just swing out far and then land
that
and
is
be like,
embarrassing.
voila.
Yeah, sorry, John.
Yeah,
Well-
voila. That's not how you say it.
Yeah.
You fucking- that is embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's all. Question. Just kidding.
Oh.
Pretending.
Well, anyways, I went to do it one day, and usually nobody's outside, seeing this happen or else. This is just me having fun, and I decided to go do this trick that I love doing, and I go run, and I jump, and I grab onto the branch, and this time I actually slip off of it and just fly up into the air and then like land flat on my back. And then obviously we got up and was like, oh. And I turned around and my mom's boyfriend happened to be out in the yard and he saw the whole thing and he was just laughing his ass off.
Oh no!
I mean, duly so. I would laugh because he's just working or doing whatever he's doing out in the yard, and then out of nowhere, some kid flies out of the woods, just totally biffs it on this trick he's trying to
The
do.
other day, actually, there was like a tense moment. We were all like, it was towards bedtime, and the kids were being jerks or whatever. We were arguing about stuff. We were like trying to get whatever. We're trying to get to bed. Trying to transition is hard. So we were doing that, and I was just kind of standing there, and Viv and Wes were talking, and then all of a sudden, from like out of my vision, 80 comes just like flying in off the bed, tumbling off the bed, just like and just like landing on the floor like after a flip basically, and then was just like stood up like really fast and was like I was like, are you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yes.
And then I just couldn't stop laughing for the next like hour, so maybe I wouldn't hold it in.
That's too good.
Yeah, when is that good? But yeah, I was embarrassed. I
Sounds embarrassing.
I stumbled back into the woods, being like, "Don't look at me."
No, look at me how hideous. Finn, anything for you?
No.
No, you're perfect. That's right. I forgot. I'm sorry. All right. Well, that's all the questions we have for today. Now get out there, ask questions, be furiously curious, or never spurious. And if you like the show, review it and tell a friend. And if you love the show, why do you marry it? For Johnny Fisher and Finn Hammond, I'm Nate Chappell, and this is Several Questions.
Several questions.
Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.